J. Elizabeth, and this topic is a little funky, um, but I feel like it needs to be addressed because I'm sorry, but I'm driving. But someone mentioned it today um, about themselves, and they mentioned it to me specifically because I'm that person or friend that's like, what do you have going on in your life? What are you doing? What do you got next? What are you excited about in life? I'm that friend, girl, person. And this person, she was just saying how she feels like she's in a rut and everything's messy. And this person also has a mental illness. So I'm sure that doesn't help at all. Um, well, she was diagnosed with a mental illness. I'm not gonna say I'm not a doctor, but when she mentioned it, it was interesting. And I was in the military, so we did a lot of training on prevention and things like that. Like the prevention talks were actually terrible. She said something crazy along the lines of, "Once you try it once, if you fail, you'll probably try it again." Oh, hey. Hey, Justina. But um, what I noticed is even when I had those thoughts back in the day, what I noticed is I had nothing going on with myself. Like I had nothing going on for myself. I had everything going on for everybody else, or I was just considering everybody else's opinions on me, and I was just overwhelmed and stressed and any word you can think of associated with stress. The running joke when comedians talk about it, especially when they're referring to black people, is the reason we didn't, because apparently the numbers are up now. The reason we didn't do it back in the day was because we had stuff to do, and that was the reason I didn't do it. Cause like, nah, I got stuff to do tomorrow. Like I don't have time to do that. But this person, it seemed like she has time. I did a meditation on my channel on prevention, but it's a meditation so you can sink in to yourself and kind of calm down. And it takes you back to childhood. It takes you back through all the emotions and all the places that energy could possibly be connecting to within you. Because it's almost like it comes across as help, like a helper. And if we're honest, how will that help you if all you're focused on is what other people are thinking of your situation? Because it takes nothing to actually fix a situation if we focus on ourselves. I think it's important to not even think about it as like selfish if you focus on yourself, because people think of this topic here as selfish, which is interesting. I think people should be selfish, but I think they should do it in a caring way. And if people have more compassion for themselves and less self gratification and more focus, like just thinking about yourself, literally, this will be a non factor. It's everybody thinking about everybody and how everybody thinks of us that messes people up. So it sucks that that meditation on prevention is like, it was my first video that got to 1,000 views, which was super interesting because it's not even a topic that I really planned on like talking about. It was just something I felt led to do, and it got to 1,000 views so fast. There's like so many people like, thank you, and all this gratitude under that video, and I'm grateful that I can help. But I think it's important to also remember you're important. Like there's nobody on this planet that is not important. And even I had to realize that. I was in California at one point and I saw two people who looked homeless because they were in like a raggedy, raggedy car parked next to a Lamborghini with the stickers still on it. And they both got in the Lamborghini. But they had an idea. Like they had stuff to do, clearly. And I'm not saying, go criminal. I'm not saying do that. I'm not saying go left, go crazy, left, and do something like that. But it's like, get something to do. Because I started talking to her and telling her, like, okay, imagine everything's good. Like, stop pity party and imagine everything's good. Like, you got $15,000 in the bank and you just woke up. You don't even have an alarm clock because you don't really have anywhere to be that day. You just woke up, you go take a shower, you're ready for the day. What are you wearing? And she didn't want to do it. She was like really off put by it. But I'm me, and the world still needs you. So don't stop. Don't don't stop just because you finished one thing. Make new plans. Make more fun plans. Do something else. Like be inspired. If you're not inspired, go out in the world and get inspired. Safely, of course. It's in the occult world, it's like the mythology or theory, same lesson over again. So I encourage hypnotherapy because I've done it. I encourage looking into Akashic records. I encourage meditation. I encourage getting into nature. I encourage like talking to people and asking them like what they're up to and like what they are into and then trying it. I decided literally earlier today before um I was literally saying like I am in biking and singing publicly, and I know it'll just everything